Amazon's Jeff Bezos launched a rocket, and Elon Musk wants to revolutionize how you use power in your home.
And it's May 4th, so we got to talk about brand new Star Wars stuff. It is tomorrow.
Greetings, citizens of the internet. Welcome to Tomorrow Daily, the best geek talk show in the known universe. I am Ashley Esqueda, and joining me as always, the best lightsaber mime in the known universe, just like the show, Khail Anonymous.
Hey, how's it going?
It's great.
May 4th. We've been geeking out all morning.
Yes.
All right, we're not going to get to talk about it, but there was a Suicide Squad image that came out. Go look for that. I'm sorry that we don't have a story. We can't talk about it because there's Star Wars and then these crazy stories that you have.
Yes, there's a lot of...
It's a huge day.
There's a lot of insane things going on right now, so let's not waste any more time. Let's hit the headlines.
May the 4th be with you.
Oh, and with you always.
Thank you. So it's May 4th.
May the 4th it's happening right now. It's Star Wars Day, and now this is like an official thing. This is official Star Wars Day.
Now I feel like Disney took it on, and it's like, okay, it's officially Star Wars Day. Everybody starts selling special Star Wars merchandise.
Indeed.
But more importantly, today we got some really great reveals from Star Wars Episode 7. These are their images. And also a news article that came out in Vanity Fair, of all places.
I'm so excited.
So here's the cover. We get to see some of the cast. We get to see Chewbacca and Han Solo.
Chewbacca has not aged a day. Let's all be honest.
No, look at him. He looks like he's on Heartbeat or Tiger Beat.
Yeah, he's on Wookiee Beat.
Yeah, so let's talk about the reveals that we got to see. First off, here, check this out. This is a stitched together picture of all of these like crazy critters that are and aliens that are going to be.
I see an Ithorian in there.
All practical, which is exciting. This is like from a Star Wars standpoint. It's not CG. There's no Jar Jar Binks is in there. So that's our first photo of like what it's going to look like.
What a set piece looks like. Oh, look at this heroic Oscar Isaac picture.
So this is Oscar Isaac as.
He is Poe Dameron, right?
Yeah,
Poe Dameron.
Poe Dameron. This is my man crush Monday. So that's a reveal, kind of, without his helmet. I don't think we'd see him without his helmet.
Yeah,
okay, what else we got next?
What else we got? Oh, my favorite.
Yeah, so I don't know how to pronounce her name.
Lupita Nyong'o.
Okay.
Oscar winner, Lupita Nyong'o.
She's playing a CGI character named Maz Kanata, and it's going to be CG, and she's also a space pirate.
Which I can now die happy because, one, I love her. She's an amazing actress. And two, Lupita Nyong'o as a space pirate is pretty much the epitome of all my dreams in life. This is, I mean, literally, there is no better character I could imagine her as, and I can't wait to see what her mocap, what her alien actually looks like. Look at all those dots on her face. It's going to be so detailed.
But no reveals for that. Next photo. Gosh. Okay, this is that set photo. That's not Kylo Ren.
This is Jakku. This is Rey.
Rey.
Daisy Ridley's character.
Yeah, Rey. Yeah. So there's Rey on her little speeder. This is it's not Tatooine.
Jakku. It's Jakku.
That's the name of the planet?
Yeah, it's Jakku. Jakku.
Nice.
I like that these characters sort of remind me of Tusken Raiders. They're kind of like sand people, but not quite.
Either way, all the practical effects look amazing. Next photo. Okay, there it is.
Go.
Okay, so this is the big reveal, in my opinion, which is the character Kylo Ren, and this is Adam Driver. This is the villain that we see with the weird red lightsaber that has like the 3 points, and also he has the mask on. But he is actually, this is apparently his secret hideout, which is on a frozen planet.
Could be Hoth, might not be.
Could be, could not be.
Maybe it's a misdirect, like we all thought the Jakku was Tatooine. We all thought it was Tatooine. Now maybe this is Hoth, maybe it isn't.
But this is our first image of him, and actually our big reveal that he is playing the villain.
I'm so excited about this.
Yeah. Do you have more photos?
He looks terrifying.
Oh yeah, and then the brain trust, as they're saying.
Of course.
Yeah, there's J.J. Abrams,
Kathleen Kennedy,
composer. God, his name is slipping.
John Williams?
John Williams. Sorry, yeah. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. That's a great
John Williams
photo.
is just going to be known forever as like the themes from his movies. He's just going to change his name to
Jones.
song.
Yeah,
he just sings. He's like, "What's your name?" And he's like, yeah.
His wife has to do that every time she calls him to dinner.
She's like, "Hey, listen, dinner."
So there you go. Again, if you pick up the issue of Vanity Fair, I think it's coming out next week.
The 12th on newsstands, and then if you have a digital subscription, it's the 7th. So it'll be out this.
Don't really want to crack into it, but there's some really great quotes that are out, including one one where J.J. Abrams reveals that he kind of wanted to put a dead Jar Jar in the movie. They wanted to put his bones in there, and a lot of other really great quotes. So go check that out. Hopefully you get a chance. I'm gonna buy it.
I'm gonna buy that. Yeah, 100%. I'm trying to decide if I want it on the iPad or if I want an actual physical copy, because I feel like having a physical copy would be more fun.
Oh yeah,
so we gotta look at all the layouts and stuff. So I might get an actual newsstand.
But guess what, Ashley? That's our hashtag of the day.
Oh, okay.
It is a TD Force.
Use the Force.
What do we want to know?
We want to know, what plot line do you want to see in the new Star Wars movie? Like, what is it? What's the plot line? It doesn't have to be a main storyline either. It could be anything. Like BB-8 invents, I don't know, like fried chicken and waffles in the Star Wars universe. Whatever it is, like, I want to know what plot line you want to see in The Force Awakens.
Here's what I want to see.
Okay.
I want to see Leia use the Force.
You want to see Leia use the Force? That's a good one.
I want Leia to, like, just, even if it's, because I know she's not going to be like a hero of the movie, even if she's just like Force, mind control somebody, or just like move something to somewhere else. Like, even just a small thing will set me off. I'll be great.
I really like that.
What do you want? You want some Wookiee battles? You want to?
I would like to see Chewbacca actually rip the arms off somebody after losing in holochess. I'd like to see that. And then as a secondary, I would also really like to see Lupita Nyong'o's character, the space pirate, I would like to see her fly the Millennium Falcon.
Oh. You want a space
and
CG space pirate.
And maybe I'd like to see Han Solo pass the Millennium Falcon down to her. Give it to her. Because she's a space pirate. It's kind of roguish, maybe.
Right.
Just like Han Solo. I might want to see that. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
Maybe that's what
I think those are good. So, TD Force. Tell us what you want to see in Star Wars Episode 7. Very cool. Now, some other crazy, spacey, futuristic
space things that are happening in real life.
Okay.
This is crazy future
Amazon
stuff.
is doing what?
Okay, well, first I have to tell you about Powerwall.
Okay.
So Amazon will be the last one. So Powerwall is Elon Musk's new crazy idea. Like, he's always had these great ideas. But it's actually not so crazy. It's pretty impressive. So last week on Thursday, Elon Musk announced Powerwall. So there it is. You can see it's like a little sort of unit that mounts on your wall in your house. And what this is a battery backup product. And so you mount this on your house. There's one for houses and one for industrial use. And what it does is you have solar panels on your house. It stores electricity from those solar panels. So there, see, you can see, oh, look, it's like filling up. And then, so it'll fill those up during non-peak hours. So at maybe like, later in the day or earlier in the morning, you get sun, it'll fill this up. And then during peak hours, when people use the most electricity, your house will draw power from that pack, from Powerwall. So that way you're not paying as much, because obviously during peak hours, that's when your rates are the highest. And then on top of that, it would help during a blackout. So if there was a blackout, or a lot of times in California, when it gets really, really hot, we have rolling blackouts because the grid cannot handle everybody running their air conditioning. Well, this would sort of alleviate some of those problems, especially, and also potentially bring this type of technology, electricity, in almost a generator kind of sense, to maybe emerging markets in the future. So this might be something that a less developed home might be able to have going, at some point in the future. Obviously, this is going to be really expensive at first, but in the future, we might be able to see people have electricity in a little bit more of a consistent way in more developing countries. So pretty cool stuff.
There's no reason not to use solar energy.
Yeah.
I would, Elon, if I know you're watching.
Clearly a huge fan of the show.
I would suggest maybe doing some starter demos and like have some people enter a contest, and maybe some lower income housing. They get it first.
That would be awesome.
So they can try it out. They'll get to save money. You'll get to have some good PR on your hands, and also, try it out.
So I didn't know a lot about solar power and how people sort of use it. And I guess one of the things is that's kind of problematic is when you have, solar panels, a lot of times they will sell that extra energy, that excess energy, back to the power company for like a wholesale rate, but then it gets sold back out to people at retail costs, which is not really efficient. And the other thing is like they're just Elon Musk is kind of looking to, again, cut out that middleman. So this is a really interesting.
It's like a bank. It saves it rather than giving it
you're
back
banking
to the
energy for when you need it the most, which is either when your power goes out or during peak hours. So, which is pretty cool. Certified installers are going to be able to buy these. There are two different versions. There's a 7 and a 10 kilowatt hour version. and there'll be $3,000 and $3,500 for installers to buy. And then of course they'll have to turn that around and like, then you go to a certified installer and say, I'd like to have this in my house. And so they would put it in your house. I don't know. I think that is not including the cost of also having solar put into your house, which is kind of a big deal. But of course you get like, you get rebates and things like that from the government and for, you know, putting your house in a sort of a green energy state. So that's helpful. They are open source patents. Once again, open source, so anybody can improve upon this technology, just like Tesla released the patents for their cars, their electric cars. And someday, maybe homes with solar panels would be grid independent. They would not need the grid.
That would be amazing.
Which would be pretty cool. So limited production later this year, and then as soon as their giant like gigawatt battery factory or whatever it is in Nevada opens up, they'll go into like full production mode next year.
Nice.
Crazy stuff.
Yeah, gimme. Okay, so tell me about Amazon, please.
Okay. So it's not quite Amazon, it's just the co-founder of Amazon, Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, it counts for me.
He was in the news this last week. Unfortunately, I wish I could tell you they were launching Amazon Space, where they like deliver like 2-day Prime to the ISS. But
no, it just takes long. They send your package to space, and it takes longer to get to you.
Yeah, exactly. So he announced last week that his spaceflight company, which I didn't know he had a spaceflight company.
I don't think anybody really did.
Blue Origin. Blue Origin is his spaceflight company. They had completed their first spaceflight test with a new space vehicle, which you're seeing on the screen right now, called New Shepard. This spacecraft is attempting to do the same thing SpaceX is trying to do with his Dragon rockets. So they're trying to create a reusable rocket. They want to be able to land these things and relaunch them, which is pretty interesting. It carries up to 6 people. Its first test flight was last week, and everything went according to plan, except for the landing, which, of course, the rocket crashed. So it didn't quite make it. It didn't quite make it right at the end.
I'm not laughing because that sucks. We want this to work out.
But I love Jeff Bezos really tried to like spin it in a positive way, and he was like, if this were a traditional mission, it would have been a rousing success because, you know, rockets crash at the end of traditional missions, and they're trying to make this reusable. So everything else went according to plan, but unfortunately, the landing did not. But they want to fly it again soon. They said they are making more propulsion modules as we speak, and as soon as that's ready, they'll be able to try again. And they want to do a test flight every single month for the next couple years.
Who do you think's going to get there first? Do you think Blue Origin's going to get there first, or do you think Elon Musk's going to get there?
I think it's going to be SpaceX.
You think SpaceX?
Yeah.
I tell you what, you take SpaceX. And I'll take
Blue Origin.
I'll take Blue Origin, and not because I believe that SpaceX isn't going to make it. I just think we need to split this down the center.
I'm going to give you a piece of information that you actually might feel excited about. That might help your cause. Blue Origin is thinking about using a particular type of kind of reusable, where it's the best way to describe this. They would actually like catch it in midair. And instead of trying to land it, they would like kind of catch it in midair and like attach a parachute. I was reading, it's like super vague the way that they described it. There is some mid-air reusable theory that they're gonna try to do at some point. I don't know if it's with this particular rocket, I don't think it is, but there's some technology that they're considering with some new, I think, engine that they want to do sort of mid-air rescues of like these rockets as they come back down, as opposed to trying to land them vertically onto terra firma. So that might help your cause. Right. Maybe it'll help your cause.
Okay, so Blue Origin. SpaceX. Let's do this.
Team Dragon. But that's it for the news. That's it for the headlines. We will be right back with a VR headset that might add a few more senses to your virtual reality experience. And of course, your TD-TAT user feedback, which was amazing, and our photographer of the day. So don't click away, it's Tomorrow Daily. But before we go, check out this Labyrinth coffee table. Welcome back to the show. We've returned. It's a Monday, which means it's time to take a look at a crowdfunding effort and decide whether or not we'd give it our money. It's time for Back It or Hack It. We've all seen tumblers of like people using Oculus Rift, people using VR headsets. Can you, there you go. That's the look. Yep, that's the one. It's really, wait, do it one more time. There we go, great. I just want to make sure people had that for a GIF, if you wanted to make that animated GIF. That face is glorious. So if you ever felt ridiculous using an Oculus Rift or any other VR headset, both of us, this is going to add to that because this is the Feel Real VR mask. And this thing attaches
Don't say to your mouth.
Via magnet to the bottom half of your face and adds wind, heat, smell, water mist, and vibration to your VR experience. It is very weird. Hot air and cool air.
It probably makes you look like a supervillain. Do they show it?
You look like you're in Daft Punk, actually. There's a whole helmet. We'll get to that.
Oh my God.
So it uses batteries. It connects to your computer via Bluetooth. There's a microphone in it. It has removable smell cartridges, up to 7. Yep, there they are. So there's smell cartridges, so you can put out like coffee or like other weird smells. There's what they're calling an easy SDK for developers to integrate this headset into their games and apps. They're saying it will only take a few clicks, and you'll get, be able to put it in there. They worked with actual perfume, and scent companies to get these cartridges right, apparently. This is sort of a thing. And then also they have some software called the Feel Real Player, which will let you open up a movie and add your own Feel Real VR effects to films. So you can wear the mask or whatever and you go, oh yeah, this is where I was up in Big Sur and it smells like pine here, so I'm gonna add pine scent. Okay, so here's the Vert headset. The Vert headset, you put your phone in there and this is sort of the top of the line model. It has 3D video, there's a micro projector inside. It's a little micro projector. I mean, it's a little bit insane.
I'm down with the full helmet.
Down with the full helmet. Okay, so there's actually multiple products in this Kickstarter. Okay. So there's the mask, which is the base thing, and then there is a helmet, which is the full experience, and then Vert is the top end model with this micro projector in it. So yeah, that's happening.
Okay,
that's
so
a Kickstarter.
Can we go to cost now, or I mean, how much do you have to donate to get it?
Okay, they want $50,000.
Which isn't bad.
Not a lot of money.
Yeah.
Currently, as I'm looking at it on the website, they have $8,802. They have 23 days left. Maybe.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Starting off, if you want the consumer version, the early consumer version of the mask, so not a dev kit, early consumer version, it is $300. Okay, and it comes with a charging docking station, a demo, the Feel Real Player, and 3D game with all the effects.
Wait, what's with the sexy image?
Yeah, there's a lot of that in this.
Okay, anyway, continue. Sorry.
If you would like the helmet, the early consumer version of the helmet, docking station, a demo, Feel Real Player, and 3D game with all effects, that is $600. And if you would like the special edition VIP consumer version of the Vert helmet, which is the one with the
projector.
Micro projector, and it'll have your engraved name in it. It's special, matte black and red design, all this stuff. Sure. $750. Estimated delivery, by the way, October 2015. Let's keep in mind that Oculus Rift is not even available right now and may not be until next year. We don't even know if Oculus is going to be ready to release the Rift in 2015. We have no idea. HoloLens says this year, we still don't know. There's no release dates for anything except smartphones. So just as an FYI, this says October 2015. And we don't know when anything else, any other major headset is getting released.
Okay.
So go ahead.
I love VR and AR.
Yep.
I love the idea of us pushing to further immersion. Mm-hmm. And I love that these guys are doing this. Because microphone, the audio. There's still so many. There's still so many hurdles we have to overcome before we need smell. We need to get 360 sound, which we're still working on. We need to get the actual feeling of immersion.
But smell.
I've never been I want to. Yeah, but I never get excited about smell.
I don't think I want to smell the Hulk in the Avengers. I don't want to smell the Hulkbuster fight. I don't. That's charred bodies. And the Hulk is probably not, he doesn't seem like he would smell very good. And then it's metal and burning and lasers. I don't want to smell that. I don't want to smell that.
I like the idea, but the thing that excited me was the idea of going to full helmet, where it starts controlling everything around you. Because you have the VR headset on, you can still, whatever.
Slide your phone in there,
But if you can have the helmet and it blows on your hair, if you're sailing through the air, that's kind of cool. Okay, so I say, only 50,000 they want?
They only want 50,000. They're not even at 10. They have 23 days left, and they want at least $300 just for the lower mask and $600 for the full face mask.
I don't back it.
But
I don't want to hack it. Can I go middle ground?
Can you say tentatively placed on hold? Like support placed on hold until further notice?
Like I'm gonna cautiously watch from a distance.
I see.
Like
Okay.
this.
So not hack it, but just maybe a little, we'll just keep a barrier.
Okay, what about you?
I think I'm the same. Actually, I'm just gonna say no. Like I'm gonna say I'm out. I don't need this. I mean, listen, guys, I'm all about smell-o-vision and weird like 1950s B movie technology made into like futuristic technology. But I don't. There are so many situations in games and movies that I feel I do not want to smell. Not even that I would be interested and wouldn't like it, but just I don't want to be there. Like I don't want to be in those I don't want to be placed even further into those situations. I think it would be gross. Like if you did a Jurassic World one, you'd smell dinosaur poop, probably a lot.
I know you went straight to poop, but yeah.
But I say, like, if it was Jurassic World, I mean, that would be like one of the top smells in that park. Am I right? Because they're giant creatures.
Probably dead carcasses. I don't
Carcasses,
know if you went straight to poop.
Poo. Like, you would not want to smell. Even going to let me explain it this way. You go to SeaWorld and there's not a lot of good smells there. You go to any zoo.
Yeah, but it's like fish. It's not poop.
But I'm saying any zoo, there's not a lot of good smells there. What I'm saying is...
Wait. So Ashley goes, well, if I'm going to try a VR headset and it's going to have smell-o-vision, definitely going to smell poop. Because you're like, if I experienced Hulk, you'd smell Hulk poop. Like,
no, I'm saying he would be stinky. He'd probably smell like sweat. He just smells sweaty. Seems like he lifts. That's what I'm saying to you.
Fair enough. What if you went to like a simulation where you're flying through the air? Or
okay, fine. Like soaring over California at Disneyland.
Yeah.
Great. Sign me up.
But then you fly over poop.
But then what if you fly over a cow farm? That's what I'm saying. Sometimes smell-o-vision is not a thing I need in my future technology. That's all I'm saying. That's all. That's my final word on that.
All right.
But yeah, it's called the Feel Real. It's all one word. Feel Real virtual reality mask and helmet.
You probably don't smell poop, but there it is.
Probably not, but you know what? I bet you someone will make a cartridge for it.
Yeah.
That does come to market.
Yeah.
So there you go.
And you could probably prank your friends.
Yes, very true. Speaking of friends, we have friends. That's you guys. So it's time for user feedback. Last week we talked about that really awesome tattoo that came to life, the AR tattoo. Remember that?
Yeah, that was
Sutu,
really cool.
the comic creator
Good
for
find.
Modern Polaxis. Okay, so we asked you guys to use the hashtag TDTat to tell us what tattoo you would get and how it would come to life. You did not disappoint, as always. Aiden wrote in and said, I would get Pikachu from Pokemon doing Thundershock or a wand from Harry Potter illuminating.
That's very cool.
Brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
Neil wrote in and said, HoloLens with tattoos and have 2D retro platformers with levels based on your body. Hashtag pants must be worn. Hashtag TDTat. Joseph wrote in and said, I would get a QR code so that if I had to go to the hospital and was unresponsive, they could scan the code and pull up my info. That's actually... it's not a thing, but it is something people have talked about, is these little kind of like medical code that you'd be able to scan in, and then if something happened to you, they'd be able to sort of tap into an in case of emergency sort of thing. But I think the big thing is like if you're walking around with a tattoo, you wouldn't want other people to scan it and get that info. So kind of, but I totally know what you're talking about. It's a good idea. Daniel wrote in and said, I would have a tattoo where it's 8-bit Mario, but I can play the game by holding it up to an app.
Oh, wow.
I like that.
All right.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Little 8-bit Mario that comes to life. And then Ultra Soup wrote in and said, my TD-Tat would be shaped like Shrek, and when I unlocked my phone with it, the phone would say, it's all ogre now.
Shrek is love. Shrek is life.
I like it.
Yeah.
Then we got a couple emails. Rob said, I'd get the Star Wars logo tattoo, including a space sleeve, and when I waved the phone over the logo, X-Wings would fly out and shoot TIE fighters and lead up to the blowing up of the Death Star. All this is happening while the space animated in the background of the Star Wars theme played. That is intense. That's like a living sleeve.
You're going to get sued.
The Illustrated Man, yeah. You're going to get a C&D. No, that's a good idea. And then Nick wrote in and said, hi, Khail and Ashley. That's the guy who wrote in the long Konami email. He said, I promise I'll keep it short this time. A tattoo of a small train on my wrist. With AR, the train would come to life and chug its way up my arm and down the other. My hometown is famous for trains, so it would be like having a little piece of home with me wherever I go. And then the second one was a wolf on my leg. When viewed with AR, the wolf would come to life and do my bidding, similar to Tattoo from the movie Elektra. What? At home, he could terrorize my cats, assuming they invent feline AR devices. I smell a Kickstarter opportunity. And away from home, he could be sort of a bodyguard. He probably wouldn't be too effective, but hey, if he starts growling, I would know I need to start running. Haha. Keep up the good work. Nick.
Negative 500 points for Electra reference.
Electra reference?
I know exactly what scene he's talking about, but
also,
now I remember
but listen,
Electra.
Plus 1,000 points for AR goggles for cats.
Is that what he said?
Well, he said, like, assuming they invent feline AR devices, I smell a Kickstarter opportunity. I feel like maybe AR headsets for cats might be a thing.
Yeah.
Then you would never really have to play with them. They could just give them, like, augmented reality ball of twine. They could, or a laser pointer. They could chase anytime. There you go.
What a use of money, huh?
Hey.
Getting AR goggles for your cat. Here, shut up, Turbulence.
Talk about
my cat's name is
first
Turbulence.
world
Shut up, Turbulence.
problems.
Leave me alone. Get out of here.
First world problems.
Go check Netflix and
My cat, I don't have time to play with it. I gotta buy it an AR
buy
headset.
AR goggles.
Ridiculous.
That image sounds really cool, though. I'd love to
Yes.
see a vision with it.
That would be pretty awesome.
Little Iron Man cat.
Little Iron Man cat. Pew, 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 pew. All right, guys, we got to talk about our last piece of user feedback, which is always our photographer of the day. Previously on this sentence, Pin wrote in, our friend Pin,
Oh yeah, Pin.
brilliant Pin,
Oh, God, yeah.
wrote in and said, "Hey, Ashley and Kale, I live in Baltimore. As I was running errands around town after the Freddie Gray protests and riots, I took pictures of Baltimore to post on Facebook to show that outside of the riot areas, Baltimore is still very much beautiful. As I was shooting the baseball game with the city skyline backdrop, I looked down and saw these flowers. Do you think this photo is photography of the day worthy material? Feel free to check out the other pictures of Baltimore. They are all taken with my 1+1. So I thought this was great. It's a nice show of solidarity with your city, Pin. Like you're saying, hey, listen, man, sometimes bad stuff happens, but you know what? Baltimore is still beautiful, and I have the picture to prove it. And I really liked this. I thought it was a really nice composition. Good picture.
I agree.
Nice, brightly colored.
Good story.
Yeah.
And also, you probably picked this photo because we have a drought and nothing is green here in California.
No, everything's
And so that looks beautiful to us.
You guys are
so many
surprised.
ways.
The background, this very nice hillscape, that's actually just what California looks like.
live.
There's nothing there.
That's
It just looks
live.
kind of pixels.
Yeah.
It's so polygonal.
No life, no humans. We're just stuck in here.
We're the only two humans left in California, actually, and producer Logan, of course. But he's a sentient drone. Remember, we put him in clothes.
Is he Logan?
Yep, beep. There you go. There's your answer.
Yep.
You guys can email us. You can email us your photography. You can email us story ideas. You can email us, I don't know, if you have questions, you need advice. Who to ask to prom, we'll tell you. I don't know. Email us tomorrow@cnet.com. We're also on social media. You can find us pretty much anywhere @Tomorrow Daily, except no imposters, because really, who would want to impersonate us? But yeah, that's where you can find us online.
Yeah, and also YouTube and iTunes, we're on there and do all the things there. Subscribe, follow, comment. So, and our personal Twitters, of course.
Yes,
I'm at Khail and Ashley. What? I'm at Khail Anonymous.
And I'm at Ashley Esqueda, and that's it for the show. We will be back tomorrow with a brand new docket of weird, wonderful science facts and science fiction blowing up in your face in the best possible way. But until then, be good humans, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.